Hi there, ladies and gents. If I sound a bit off, it's because the day prior to recording this video, I had my yearly physical, and I think I caught something at the doctor's office, but I was like, I'm not letting that get in my way, so... Anywho, that being said, it's time for another countdown video, but before I get to the countdown, let me just build it up a bit. Recently, the Nintendo Switch outsold the Wii U. It's still selling really well, and it's been out for less than a year, so that's really good news. I think it was like a week ago or something that they announced that officially outsold the Wii U. Anyway, as for Smash Bros. 5, or Super Smash Switch, or whatever they decide to call it, I think it's still a little too early in the Switch's lifespan, because, well, Smash Bros. Is a big seller for, it sells consoles, no doubt about that, but again, like I just said, the Switch is already selling really well. Plus, you have to get Sakurai on board, who's obviously busy with other projects. But he could at least supervise the development of the game, I feel like. And that's the thing, the game would obviously take a couple of years to develop. Who knows, they could be developing right now, even as we speak. So maybe 2020, I feel like would be a pretty good year to make a new Smash Brothers. But that's just my thought. Now, for these, so that being said, these are my top 10 characters that I would love to see in, the next Smash Brothers game. Now, two things. One, I'm a very optimistic person, so I was really thinking outside the box. Some of these characters are probably, like, pretty unlikely getting in, but hey, as Mr. Potato Head would say, hey, I can dream, can't I? The other thing is, with this countdown, I decided to do something a little bit different, and actually split the list in half, so it'll be 5 third-party and 5 first-party. So we'll do the third-party first. Number 5 is Bill Reiser from Contra. Now, this idea had came to me because, well, Brawl had Snake, and as much as I liked playing as Snake, I thought he was a great addition to the roster. I never really played too many, I never got into Metal Gear that much. And the same with, like, I know a lot of people want to see Simon Belmont, which, again, I think he'd be a great addition, but I've only played a couple of Castlevania games, so these all being Konami franchises, I was like, well, I grew up with the Contra games. I was like, oh, maybe Bill Reiser that would be pretty cool to see him in there. The only thing is, it might be a little tricky to make a moveset for him, but I guess it would be kind of like Snake. Snake doesn't really have too many physical attacks. Instead, he'll use, like, landmines, or a mortar, a bazooka, things like that. So, just an idea. Number 4, I think my brother would shit his pants if this happened. Scorpion from Mortal Kombat. I think that would be pretty interesting to see a character from an M-rated fighting game series into in Smash Brothers. Which, some of the ideas I'd have for him is, like, say, Link has, for his grab ability, uses the hook shot, and then Samus uses the grapple beam. They could do that with Scorpion, but he uses the harpoon. And an idea I have for his final smash could be his Toasty Fatality, which obviously wouldn't be a fatality, because then the game would be rated M, but, an M-rated Smash Brothers game. But anyway, it would be like, kind of like Captain Falcon or Duck Hunt's final smash, where it goes to another screenshot, and then, he breathes out the fire, and then it would be like something out of a cartoon where they, like, grab their ass, like, ah, and fly off the screen or something. Which some people might be like, oh, that would ruin his image. Shut up and laugh. Anyway, moving on to number 3, Earthworm Jim, who, the 90s had a lot of game mascots that came and went. Earthworm Jim was not only one of my favorites, but he's one that I feel like was a bit more successful than the others. I mean, the guy was popular enough to get an action figure, a toy line, and also a cartoon series. And I would love to see Earthworm Jim in a Smash Brothers game. And I think he'd be pretty easy to make a moveset for, because, well, like, take his special attacks, like, B would be his gun, B up would be his head propeller thing, B left and right would be his head whip thing, B down would be something, or whatever, Y up, B, whatever. So, and I think of how Earthworm Jim games are so goofy, so imagine having like a goofy Earthworm Jim level in a Smash Bros. Game. But yeah, so. Number 2, Shovel Knight. Now, a funny thing, I remember when they announced that there was going to be 2 new DLC characters coming to Smash, which turned out to be Roy and Ryu. I thought one of them was going to be Shovel Knight, but boy, was I wrong, but whatever. Shovel Knight, God, his game is just so awesome, and he would make such a great addition to Smash. I'm sure a lot of people would agree with me, because I think everybody who makes a countdown video about characters in Smash has Shovel Knight on the list. But he'd be really easy to make a moveset for, because most of his physical attacks would just be him with his shovel, like maybe similar to Link, basically. And I think then his special attacks could be just different items from the game, like, you know, B would be the flare wand, B left and right would be the dust knuckles, or that anchor thing, I forget what it's called. B up would be the propeller dagger, and B down would be the phase locket. I mean, that's just an idea, but and his level would obviously be like one of those 8-bit style levels. So my number 1 third-party choice, Bomberman. Oh, God. I grew up with the Bomberman games. So many great memories, and I really, really want to see Bomberman make it into Smash Brothers. Because, again, I think he'd be such a great addition. The only thing is, he might be a little tricky to make a moveset for, because it'd be like, what does he do? Like, he lays a bomb, he throws a bomb, he rolls a bomb, or something, I don't know. But on the other hand, some of the Bomberman games, like this one, for example, have creatures known as Carabons, which I think there's a picture of one on here. Okay, maybe not, but these little Pokemon ripoffs basically will help him with like different abilities to help him progress through the game or something. Maybe they could fit that into his character for Smash Brothers or something. I don't know, just an idea, but really want to see Bomberman in Smash Brothers. Excuse me. Anywho, let's move on to the first party characters. Number 5 is the Inklings, which, again, I think a lot of people want to see these guys in, which is why I kind of put them low on the list. I love the Splatoon games. It's such a blast. And the Inklings are such great little characters, which, you know, I love that whole, like, urban 90s look. And I'd love to see a Splatoon level in Smash Bros. That would be awesome. The only thing, I wonder what their movesets would be like. I feel like maybe, like, one of their moves would be, one of their special attacks, if you will, would be, like, maybe they shoot ink on the ground and your opponents can slip on it or something, or, I don't know. Number 4 is Lyn, or Lindis from Fire Emblem. And I know a lot of you are probably like, oh, another Fire Emblem character? Well, the thing is, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan, which is why I was never disappointed seeing all these Fire Emblem characters get added. Even Corrin, which I know a lot of people hated Corrin, but the thing is, Fire Emblem games have characters which can morph into dragons and other beasts, and I always wanted to see one of those characters make it into Smash Brothers, which is what we got with Corrin, so I was really excited about that. The other thing is, Lyn, she might be, like, she could be like another clone, but I feel like they could also make her a bit unique, because her sword is kind of more of a katana. Like, she always felt like kind of like a ninja to me, so maybe they could make her a little more unique. And I feel like she deserves to be more than just an assist trophy. I feel like she really should be on the roster, you know, 'cause we could always use another female character. Plus, this was the first Fire Emblem game to be released internationally, the one that she's from, so another good reason. As for number 3, it's Wonder Red from the wonderful 101. I really enjoyed this game, and even though Wonder Red isn't my favorite member or character from the team, he is like the main character. So to see him get in there would be really cool. Just, you know, one of the wonderful 101 characters. Like I said, he's not my favorite, but he's the main character. So, and he'd be very easy to make a moveset for him, because all his special attacks, for example, could just be all the different morph unite things. Like B up would be the Wonder Rocket, I guess, and B down would be Wonder Guts, which, if you're not familiar with the game, it basically he turns into like a weight and it repels head-on attacks. So yeah. Number 2, this one's a bit of a stretch, but nevertheless, it's Nestor from Nintendo Power. Now, technically Nestor is more of like a video game mascot. A video game magazine mascot, so, I mean, unless you count the Virtual Boy game that he was in, which, he was in a game from an obscure console, so. But still, I would love to see, even if it was just like a trophy, I'd love to see some type of Nintendo Power reference in, Smash Brothers. Maybe that could be, if he was a character, maybe that could be one of his, taunts as he pulls out like an issue of Nintendo Power. And the thing is, he might be, I know I'm talking about movesets a lot, but I'm sure he wouldn't be, it might be kind of tricky to make a moveset for him, because, like, how do you make a moveset for a magazine character? But the thing is, his comics were always, like, basically, like, dropping a hint of a new, game that was coming out. Like, for example, in this one, this one's kind of like a Mega Man comic, he's dressed up as Mega Man. So maybe one of his abilities could be, like, Kirby's copy ability, since, well, you know what I mean? Like, since he's copying, like, game characters, yeah. It's just an idea, and some people might think, like, oh, but he's, like, oh, but kids wouldn't know who Nestor is, like, who the hell is Nestor? Well, do you think everybody remembers who Rob and Duck Hunt are? Hell, when I first played Melee, I didn't even know who the hell the Ice Climbers were. So, and I always love that when they bring back some, like, well, forgotten character or something. Anyway, coming down to number 1. Who is my number 1 character that I want to see in Smash Brothers? Yep. I'm one of those people that wants to see Ridley as a playable character. Now, before, I know people, the most common argument with him, oh, he's too big. Let me kind of debunk that a bit. First of all, I mean, yeah, he is, like, big, but they can adjust his size to make him work. Because the thing is, well, let's talk about somebody like Olimar, alright? Olimar is literally that big. Like, okay, so if people say, like, oh, but if they adjusted Ridley's size, he wouldn't be the same, he wouldn't be Ridley or whatever. Okay, so Olimar, with him it works. He's, like, probably about, like, that big compared to the other characters, when he's really, like, the size of her shoelace or her shoe buckle. So does that mean that's not really Olimar? Like, so what? People have done things that could work. In fact, if you go back and rewatch the Melee cameo, the Melee intro video, Smash Brothers Melee, when it shows, like, that shot of Samus, it's like a 5-second clip of Samus fighting Ridley, he's literally the same size as Samus. Which brings me to my next point. We really need another Metroid representative in Smash Brothers, because, I mean, yes, Samus and Zero Suit Samus have different attack pattern, movesets and all that, but it's literally the same exact person. So, Ridley is not only my favorite Metroid boss, but he's also one of my favorite, I think he's one of the best villains in video game history. So yeah, I really want to see Ridley in there, even if it's not possible. Who knows what, even if he doesn't make it, I'd still be happy. Like, I don't care. I just really want to see him in there, but if it doesn't, whatever. So, that being said, who do you guys want to see in the next Smash Brothers game? Let me know in the comment section below. Even if it's, like, a totally obscure character. It could even be a character that's exclusive to, like, Sony and PlayStation. Whatever. It could be anyone. I don't care. Let me know in the comment section below. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to this channel. And for next week, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. Because every now and then I do videos on gaming-related toys, so if you want to watch that next week, be sure to tune in, but otherwise, until next time, thanks for watching.